Circulation comes through, and then as it moves on land, a big concern with winds still and the potential for some inland flooding. So as Mike was mentioning, we're expecting conditions to go downhill around Mobile Bay later tonight. As you can see, this hurricane's still offshore, but the winds are going to start to increase, and the rain is also going to be pick up. So just to the east of the center of circulation, the worst part to be, with the threat of severe weather continuing.
I was in 6th grade when the hurricane hit, and I still hear about it today. And going down there and actually physically rebuilding and helping people's homes become livable again was really what stuck out.
One of the things that we kept talking about was, or people asked me when they heard that I went on this mission trip was, well, it's New Orleans. You know, it happened a while ago. Hasn't it all been taken care of? You know, it's old news, but there's still so much to be done, and it's not anywhere near being back to the way it was. So that was kind of, wake up to me.
When we drove into New Orleans, we took kind of a busier street, and we got in there the first night, we spent the night, and then we woke up to go to our work group, and ours happened to be in the middle of the 9th Ward. And we drive down there, and there's empty lots and playgrounds with nothing there, and it's just a wake-up call from pretty little Mountain Brook going to a decimated city where I don't know how many people live there, but there's no one there now.
There's a rare case when someone won't be there when you're working on their house, but it doesn't really matter. But usually they're there, and our guy was there, and he was constantly there and constantly thanking us, and he was a great guy, and he took us out to New Orleans and showed us a town, and just a great guy who just needed help, and we were, blessed enough to be able to help him.
Usually you do a job for your parents or something, and they say, you know, this is going to help you later on in life, but then you go on a mission trip where your parents aren't there, and it's your peers watching you, and you do hard work for a straight week where it's for somebody else. And the work that you do really brightens their life, and which in turn brightens, it at least brightened my life. That made me feel good.
For me, it was my parents making me go the first time. And too often, your parents tell you what to do and you just do it because you have to do it. But I did this, and I got on the mission trip, and I did work, which usually when your parents tell you to do work, you don't want to do it because it's not fun. But doing work with people that you know for a greater cause than you really realize is truly just satisfying experience, and it really gets you connected with God and helps you to branch out beyond what you normally would do, and it's a really, really satisfying experience, both for your faith and for you personally.
To tell you the truth, being surrounded by some of my best friends, and who previously before the trip I didn't know very well, and then I come in, I spend a week of hard work with them, and then they become some of my best friends. And sweating, bleeding, down there together, some of the most fun I've ever had. We live in nice houses, nice beds, get to go to a nice bed, sleep in it every night, and then a city where a terrible hurricane comes through and knocks over, destroys your house, takes everything you own, and you have to get up and leave and go live in a FEMA trailer. I realize that I've got it very, very well.
God is present everywhere, and even He's present, through you when you're doing things that might not seem that big to you. God's working in ways that you don't understand. And it also shows you how blessed some people can be, how blessed, we take blessings for granted every day, and these people need help, and they don't have, many of the things that we take for granted. So it's kind of a wake-up call, both with faith and with your blessings that you may take for granted sometimes.